We should never have to do this. But you consider what Texas is doing and their power grab directed by Trump. We have to fight back.
Northern California Democratic Congressmember John Garamendi hoping Texas Republicans hear that message loud and clear should they move forward with their plan as requested by President Donald Trump to redraw congressional districts in the Lone Star State, all with the goal to pick up 5 GOP U.S. House seats.
They know what they're doing, and they're doing the right thing.
Should the Texas plan become a reality, California Democrats say they will advance their own plan.
We're going to go forward.
Forward, he says, with a plan proposed by Governor Gavin Newsom to redraw California's 52 congressional districts and call a statewide special election this November for voters to approve new California congressional maps. Maps Newsom says will favor Democrats and help them pick up U.S. House seats statewide in the 2026 midterm election.
We're not drawing lines to draw lines. We're holding the line on democracy.
But just who is or will be involved in drawing the new congressional map statewide? Garamendi says the answer to that includes California Democrats currently serving in Congress. In addition to them, we're told their consultants may also be involved. As it stands today, of the 52 U.S. House seats representing California, Democrats hold 43 and Republicans hold 9. Are you involved with the maps, drawing the maps, making the maps?
Well, of course we are. Of course, all of the members of the California delegation are aware of the general way in which maps are being formed. The final maps, to my knowledge, have not been completed. They'll be given to the legislature in 2 weeks, actually 10 days, and everybody will see them.
When members of the California legislature return from their summer recess on August 18th, they'll have just 5 days to publicly review and approve the maps ahead of a special election this November for voters to formally green-light the maps. California Elections Chief, Secretary of State Dr. Shirley Weber says if legislators fail to approve the maps in their first week back from summer recess, then she will not have enough time to make preparations for the November special election, including printing the ballots.
Mr. Speaker.
Meantime, Republican Rockland Congressmember Kevin Kiley has officially introduced new legislation to nullify any new maps approved by states before the 2030 census, including possible new Texas maps in favor of Republicans and possible new California maps in favor of Democrats. He notes in 2008, California voters took the power of drawing such maps away from politicians and instead put that power in the hands of an independent Citizens Redistricting Commission made up equally of members from both parties.
I'm not in favor of gerrymandering occurring in any state. I think it's completely chaotic. It's not good for democracy.
Garamendi says he supports what Kiley is trying to do, but argues the proposal will be shot down by Kiley's fellow Republicans.
This may be the very first good piece of legislation he's ever worked on. Is it going to happen? No.
And important to note, Newsom has said he will not move forward with his plan if Trump and Texas Republicans do not move forward with theirs. At the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.